Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Exosonic Show. How are you doing? Today we're going to continue working on that character face. So we're doing traditional 3D polygon modeling using edge loops. So we're going to continue the edge loops thing and let's get right to it, okay? We're going to go straight in that freeform hour, and from freeform we're just going to continue uh, keeping that as the main project until otherwise could happen. So let's and also how are you doing? How was your day? I hope things are going pretty good for you. Today's Wednesday and it's the middle of the week, and you know it was a pretty hectic day today for me. Obviously with people, more around people, but let's have some fun here in solitary blender here. Deal with polygons and vertices and edges. Okay, guys, let's go. So what you're seeing here is some reference images of the character of the human body that I have, and also it's a pure ref floating window over here. We're showing edge flows, so we're just going to jump right into it and just work on this. Okay, guys, let's go. Hey, what's up? What's up, Mason? How you doing? Yo, Mason, what's up? You just chilling? That's great. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's awesome. That's so cool. Sparrow's lucky to come across somebody like yourself. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's nice to be kind to small animals like that. Oh, use your mouse wheel to do that. I'll put on the screen keys. Okay, here we go. Oh, all the proportional editing modes? Those are different fall offs. Yeah, those are different fall offs for the proportional editing. It's kind of like a soft selection. Connected is everything that's connected. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do with that. Yeah, it's very cool. Oh yeah, super handy. Okay, so the eye is supposed to be one eye width away from the other eye. That's how you do the size of the eyes. This looks like it's too close. Yeah, bring it. I'm gonna duplicate this and bring it in the middle. So it should be approximately one. Should be able to fit like a third eye tightly between where the eyes are. And I think I should. Yeah, I think that's good width. Yeah. Deal with that later. I did the old B so I could just deal with the front part of his face instead of interacting with the back of his head. His face is more slender on the bottom, so this obviously is going to have to bring in at some point. And his brow is a little bit lower. I'm going to have to droop that kind of like that. And there's supposed to be this kind of mask loop. We're going to try to see if we can get that. Yeah, pretty much never use proportional editing. Oh yeah. It comes in handy for like when you're doing this kind of work here. When you just want to affect a whole bunch of vertices. Without like pushing and pulling each individual one, then yeah, then it really comes in handy. Okay guys, trying to get as much as we can with just the lowest polygons. Do some other polygons. Okay, I'm gonna make this loop, this mask loop around here. Come back up by the nozzle. There it is. Okay, so I'm thinking at this point in time it's more important to get the edge loops right than any other thing. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's slide this. GG. Right. Okay, we're trying to align up the edge loops with the eyes. Top view. And of course the proportional editing will come in once we start to shape the face a little bit more. See that. Okay, so see that could do with a loop there. I'm pretty sure the other one could do the loop also. Let's do that. Just like that. Let's do that. Let's come back around here. And so when you're doing this kind of polygon modeling, tweaking is really important. You got to keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking and tweaking and tweaking and tweaking. Maybe that's the the reason why people, used to drive people up a wall back in the day. But it's fun though. Okay, let's grab this weird flare out. This is flared out because I did it on one plane. Just have to grab it, move it back. No big deals. Just gotta hit the middle part here. Let's grab these, go back, side view, pull that out. Not really a big deal. Another way that people do this stuff, right, is you see, like I'm working off of one view here. What other people? I'll show you another way to do this. So like, you have the one view here, which is your 3D view, right? What's common practice would be. For now, let's hide this guy here. Actually, let's keep this guy. Let's get rid of the anatomy chart. We don't need that. All right. What's common practice is to have like an alternate view here, which is like an orthographic view. So let's go 3D view. Right here, let's go like that. So here, let's go N and T. So here you could have this view, and then here you could have like a perspective view. So you could come in here, tweak this, then jump in here and see it in perspective. People do that also. And then the end is whatever works for you. As a matter of fact, they have like a bunch of views, so you could just jump in and just tweak from any view. And sometimes they might even have this view in wireframe. I'll have this view like that. We can't get everything right off, so we're just gonna get things kind of close. And as I said before, you could build a base mesh. Some people have like their base mesh ready to go for stuff like this. Alright, so this strip is gonna lead into kind of like the muzzle of the face, and that's gonna go right under the chin. Let's move this guy out of the way. Let's see if we could, maybe this guy could be the thing. Or whatever it is we're doing, we could just force these points to be that, you know. We don't have to go with what, you know, being willing to force it into submission is definitely a thing. So like all this whole muzzle probably needs to come out. I'm gonna do that, select that. Proportional editing G. Select graph. Okay, so you see this strip here is we're better off trying to make that strip right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead. You can use a knife tool and you can start to cut into where you think that will be. No big deals. You got volume. Right, I'll come here and it will wrap under the chin like that. So it's okay. Alright, and we could turn this into like an edge loop. Grab this. Still not that proportional editing. I actually think that I made a mistake there. This is not supposed to join with that. That's supposed to cut off like that. Yep. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Okay. There we got like a end gone there. I mean, that wasn't the right thing to do right off, but we'll deal with that. We're not gonna like, I'm not gonna get into the weeds with that right now. We'll deal with that as we go. We're trying to stick with quads as much as we can. Okay, let's turn this into that strip. This actually should wrap right underneath there like that. Maybe this wants to go like this. It's okay.
Cute!
Hey, yeah. Yeah, boy. Okay, we solved it there. Oh man, yeah. Posture check and hydrate. Yeah, definitely gonna hydrate. Let me hydrate right now. Ah, perfect. What's up, What's up, King Demili? Not much, not much. All these things can be tweaked as we go on, guys. Don't. I'm not gonna get. As we make this kind of mock mannequin, we will start to slowly change the shape into like what this guy looks like. I'm not gonna get too caught up with things right now. So let's connect these. It wasn't as bad as yesterday. We've been making new tracks and stuff. Okay, okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we're gonna start having to like kind of put the mouth in a little bit, but I just wanna kind of just bring this strip right here like that. It'll be a little tight, but long as we have it, we'll be okay. And we could always adjust that. Gonna just go like this. I believe this is connected to that. Okay, and this is where that point gets. There's no real way to solve that one. It's just if I do that, yeah, let's just merge that for now. Yeah, all that could be a lot better. We're just gonna roll with this for a minute. I'm just gonna merge these things and we're gonna sort these out as we go. Okay, just need one more loop cut. Which is probably needed here anyway. Yeah. It's a jaw, piece of the skull. You started your journey on your musical journey. Okay, so this whole like his whole eye and his head and everything is gonna have to be squeezed in and adjusted and everything like that. Right now I'm just trying to kind of get things filled up. Absolutely. I'm so glad you finally got to get the game to work. And see, this gives you even clearer because this is like a straight up blender. So you went from this straight to that. Let's just do that. Let's just do this for now. I'm suspecting I'll fix this triangle right here because you really don't want to get triangles up in there. So I'll probably have to split this again, but we'll just fill it in for now. Let's see if we could fill up the rest of his face here for a minute. We have the whole mouth thing that's supposed to happen going into this this part here. The mouth, the corner of the mouth should end like the corner of your mouth should kind of land close to the center of your eye there, as that's kind of like a thing. You could have a little variation on it. So right now it looks a little cartoony, it's fine. We'll work on it some more. You could proportional edit a lot of the stuff. Just give it like a basic kind of mouth. Okay, yeah, so the mouth definitely is radiating from that point. Let's do another split. Okay, so as we continue, we're gonna break up sections of the face and stuff like that. Let's see if we get the ear happening. At least the ear section. The depth of where the air lands also is it's important. Let's take the air from here. Let's have this roll up. Let's roll up as a separate thing. This is the air right here. But we need a whole nother set of loops to run down here. I'm just gonna do a quick something for the ear. Maybe we gotta close up this muzzle part here. Hold on. Okay, we need another loop that goes like this. Just delete that. Before we do that, we probably should let's see here. Probably should get this ready. Okay, you're back. Yeah, dreams. Okay, yeah. Actually, you getting into oblivion. Okay. Look at that, another triangle. Bad news bears. We want this to rotate like that, so this has to be split. That. Let's do that. Okay, so this is this piece coming in here. Okay. Of course, there's supposed to be a thing here for the nose. You could put that cutting. Let's do that. You could keep that like that. Matter of fact, here's supposed to be a little bit longer. Bring that down. See if we can figure this part out here. So this is like that. I would have to, I think I would have to, yeah, I'd have to kind of make a cut that comes like this. Split that in half, split that in half, split that in half. Okay, let's try it. And of course, there's supposed to be more cuts here. This is the one cut there. I know it looks like a little bit of a mess now, guys, but this is we're gonna eventually get there. I'm gonna have to really fix that part right there. And this cuts around there, cuts around the nose. Gonna make a simple mouth just to kind of bring the volume together. That's not gonna be crazy. Okay, so the volume is finally kind of together, so now we could go in and try to like push things around, delete polygons. Now we should be able to do stuff. Okay, so we need one more loop in here, as you could tell, but it's all good. Because the lips have an extra loop. And then this loop has to be connected to something. You know. Alright, so now I can see, okay, I need to cut that. Bam, it needs to go around here, and that needs to go around there. We need to adjust things. This is like mega like not good at all, but it's a volume. With some basic beyond basic loops in here. And most of the loops is like really for the face area. Alright, now we could like go in and start to adjust this. I'm gonna take off this fancy ZBrush thing. I think it's a little distracting for me. Let's go into a regular Blender gray. As cool as it is. Into regular Blender Studio, yep, okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to focus on working on this thing. Okay, it's gonna come to a point where I'm gonna have to make the vertices a lot smaller. All this time I thought I was talking with you guys, but my mic was muted. It's all good. I talk a lot on the stream anyway. Probably a little too much. Just gonna even out the head a little bit there. Let's continue in that kind of that kind of motif there. You can see where we need a lot more cuts happening. So I want to make sure instead, because you could just be cutting, and then like the underlying shape, it's just rubbish. So we're gonna add loops, we're gonna cut, we're gonna tweak, and slowly add detail to this guy to get him to look like what the character looks like right there. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Okay, the neck needs to be a little bit skinnier. It's kind of a little thick. So, I mean, the neck is not really a big deal. I mean, really, it's the head right now. But I'll just do a little tweaking on the neck portion. Okay. Something like that. Okay, let's adjust the eyes a little bit. His eyes kind of huge. Okay, I'm gonna don't know if it's proportional or anything. Scale. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so let's do another proportional editing now. Gonna tweak this guy out. Alright. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna adjust the face here. Yeah, all this stuff has to be adjusted. Do some more proportional modeling. You have to get rid of some edges. We'll beef up his neck at some point. I think this needs to be a little more in depth. He played enough. He died 5 times. Is dying a big deal in the game? Do you like lose a lot of like stuff if you die? Or is it just regular? Okay. Just gonna get rid of this edge here. See what happens there. Yeah, I didn't think that would have been anything good to do. Just bring that back. I'd have to work on that. But if you forgot to save, yeah, definitely. Let's go. Okay, so everything here could be adjusted and fixed, right? Okay. Let's see if we can give him some proper volume. Okay, so unlike the proportional editing tool, if we use the sculpt tools just on this model as is, it would do a slightly better job because the proportional editing, I don't think is viewed. Is it based on view? Wait a minute. Hold on. There is a view one. Hold on. Let me not give up yet. Let's go to proportional editing. Right. Click on here, and this is some of the stuff that I think Mason. Hey Nick, did you finish the cape stuff? Not yet. I didn't put the cape on the guy. I have to. I'm really gonna focus on his suit to make sure that looks really, really, really good, and I'm gonna put a cape on him like right after. But I was thinking about the cape a whole lot. I think I have to do a bunch of different things to that cape. I think I may have to rig it, and it may have to be simulated on top of that with some simulated strips or something like. I've been thinking about it, like effect stuff. You're gonna try to make the cape. Yeah, that's awesome. I've been looking at a bunch of cape stuff on Pinterest. Okay, so these are some of the proportional editing things. We're gonna use project from view and see how that works. I'm thinking it should work the way I want it to. Let's go here. Okay, so if we have that one size, G again. I'm not sure if that'll work the right size. Let's come here. Connected project from view. Okay, it should work. If I zoom out, is it bigger? No, it's not bigger. I thought those project from view would have been based upon the view. Okay, so that's not it. I'm always here chilling cause I'm not productive at all at the evening. Are you gonna make it blow in the wind while running? Yeah, so he's not necessarily gonna run, he's gonna walk up. But yeah, it's gonna be blowing in the wind, the whole 9 yards and stuff. Yeah, definitely. Can't wait to get to that part. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And this will be my first time doing like major effects like that in Blender. Normally I would cop out and just like in the past, I would have used 3ds Max, Oh, project from view is not good. Let's turn that off. Okay. Okay, that's better. Is that off? Okay. Yeah, look what project from view did. Split his lip right open. Let's leave that like that. Let's make sure project from view didn't destroy anything else. You're gonna try to do that tonight? Wow, yeah, you're gonna have to let me know your results. You're gonna have to let me know what the kind of things that you're gonna encounter with that because I could use your I could use what you done to optimize what I'm doing. Say, hey, I ran into this and that issue. I was like, nice. I have no, I could think I don't have to run into it. Okay, so this is just like a mock guy, right? This is not like the final guy. This is almost like a mannequin that should be only used for manipulation. Okay, we're just gonna continue tweaking. Yeah, the tweaking in these things are so finicky. I think that's why a lot of people, when sculpting came out, they were like so happy, like, oh, we don't have to like tweak the Kingdom Come anymore. See something here? Okay, we just got rid of that one. Nope, we just created another triangle. Let's see here. Okay, I think I would have to do another row that runs like that. Okay, yeah, we'll work that out. It's supposed to start. You see, like, what I basically have to do to get rid of that is to make these quads meet, 5 quads meet to land that point. Yeah, that's for later. That's not for now. Right? You don't want to actually model. You don't want to actually model like this. You don't want to model this detail. You know, you subdivide to that detail. And subdivision surfaces when I mean subdivide. Okay, see right here, this whole section here has got to cut off. Right, let's do it. I'm just gonna do it so that we could run cuts along there freely. I'm gonna take this guy here. Yeah. You know, then later we could go through and really try to find the quads to make this all work. I mean, that's how I used to originally like just model straight like that without worrying about edge loops too much. And I think that's what they that's what's encouraged, right? So it's encouraged to know edge loops and to do them, but it's encouraged also just to get your shape happening and then go in and make loops, right? That's the ticket. That's how you do that. Because you need to get these shapes working. Right? This is a whole shape that's supposed to run like that. I think I'm gonna pull this part here and run that up to the, yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's cut this. Right? There you go. So that's the face right there. This is a strip here. Right. And now we could start running loops. This, to get rid of this loop, we need to make this, instead of this loop come to a point here, we need to cut this. Let's cut it. Let's get rid of that. We could fix it like so. That's how we fix that. Get rid of this edge. See, now as you go through, now you can kind of start seeing how these things would work. You know. Now, you see how we starting to get that that 5 quads to form that point right there? Right, then we need another set of we need to continue the strip here, so we need to just focus on that part. Cut, cut. Let's do this right here, and let's try to get that back. But notice, like, see how this point is happening right here? Do we really need that? I don't know. We could like get rid of that. This, we could get rid of this right here for now. Right? It did simplify it, but it's okay. We're just trying to form our thing. We'll get things to work later. Right? And you could kind of see how this is supposed to kind of run along. Right? Right? Even this part here is supposed to be a set of quads that run. So we need to split this here in half to get this part here running. Alright, so it's like a nifty little puzzle game. You could have a lot of fun cutting into these things. Alright, so basically, you know, just as you see it, you just work that way. Right, as you see it, you just work that way. Don't think too hard. Alright. Edges. Oops. Right, and you see, like right here now, this dictates that this edge goes up here. But let's see for a minute. So this is a quad here. We definitely want a quad right here. But it's not quadding. The quad is not quadding. Would it quad if I cut straight up? Yep. Let's do that. Let's go a little bit higher right here. But this would be a lot different. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Let me think about this for a minute. So we slowly kind of getting our loops kind of lined up a little bit, and once we get the loops kind of lined up a little bit, we could start squeezing this guy into you know, into submission. Okay, so the problem is that this part here has an extra kind of cut that's coming across here. So if we get rid of that cut, then that would line up. But we do need, so what we could do, we could cut across this way. So let's do that. Okay. Oops. And let's get back our edge right here. Okay. Alright, we did take a loop out here. We're gonna get it back. There you go. So a loop. Let's just get rid of this part here. X. So it's like it's turning this way. Yep. Okay, that's better. So we got our loop back. I know Mesum and seems like Mesum and Kingdom Early definitely got some good projects going on for sure. Mesum is gonna try for a cape. It'd be really interesting to see what his you know, what his outcome for his cape is. Okay, look at that, guys. So we kind of get some loops running. So it's all about the loops, right? You're wondering like, why do you do this? We get a basic volume, we get loops, and then we start like tweaking. You could continue tweaking the volume, right? But as we start to understand, for me, as I start to understand the loops, I want to continue down the loop road. All right. So this loop here is happening. See, this here is another loop that's supposed to happen. So let's get that. Aha, stop for a minute. Okay, see what's happening here? Like all of a sudden, this breaks off into another thing. Right? And it's probably founded, right? Probably we do want another loop coming up here by the eye. I do probably want this to split. Let's do that. Alright, so we can just get rid of this. Right, so we have a loop happening there. We could always organize these things properly. Now we could run a loop up there. See that? Let's get rid of this guy. Like so, and we're gonna connect that. J. Alright. It's a cool connect. Not too bad. No, we don't have to get it perfect to this. This is just a nice little guide that somebody made for their own project. Alright, this could be like the brow. Try to bring the brow up a bit. We could sort out all these. We could distribute all these edges and all that sort of stuff. Still not proportional on. Is there a way to make the proportional selection based upon like how far you zoom in? I think that would be great. This is kind of like the hairline, so you kind of want to envision the hairline a bit. So every time you do like these little cuts, you could go back in and just kind of adjust the overall look of this. So let's come out of this mode. Let's go back here. So you know the guy's face is a lot skinnier. And I've just been kind of holding off on like actually going in and making it skinny and that kind of thing. You know, or making his face a lot slimmer. I've been kind of holding off on that. Just kind of want to get some of these, you know, kind of focus on some edge looping and stuff like that. Kind of volume type things. Because the guy's face is a lot more slender, which we would you know, we would get into in a minute. And this on the part here is supposed to be like this. Right, and we're gonna be fixing these things as we go under the chin. Even if we have to like completely delete whole polygons out and just run ribbons of polygons to get it right, that's what we're gonna do. So again, you know, if you're watching this and you're like, oh man, that sucks. Sometimes your stuff has gotta suck first before it looks cool. You can't just like jump off and just like every stage of what it is you do look cool immediately, right? That only might happen if you're really if you're doing it all the time, then you kind of get straight to the gusto. But if you haven't like I haven't like polygon model a face or human head in a while, much less to do one resembling like a character. So I'm going to be well, not slightly, severely out of practice. Right. So stuff is not going to look cool right off. Okay, I'm going to select the head. I'm going to make the head slim just to get it kind of close to this guy here real quick. Okay, still in proportional editing. Select these here. Scale X 0. And let's bring this back to 0, 0 like so. I'm gonna go to the front view here and just gonna select these. Oh. There we go. Okay. Right, so obviously, you know, his face is like all kinds of fat and beat up, so I'm trying my best not to jump into like the sculpting tools and just start to like manipulate his face, which would be a lot easier, you know, but let's try to stick with proportional stuff here. Save this. You know, let's select the top. First of all, I think like the top of his head needs to, not top of his head, his whole head needs to come in. Now, let me explain like the thing. So like, the face is supposed to be, the face from the top of the brow to the chin should be 2/3 of the entire head, and then 1/3 of the rest of the head is like the forehead and the top of the head. You know, if you're doing the forehead, you could just like angle these up like that just to kind of simulate that, and angle these down like that to kind of simulate the hairline kind of thing. Okay, so let's select the head. Let's go to our side view. And let's go straight into wireframe. I'm gonna select just the head part, because that's all we care about, is really just this head part here. I'm gonna squeezy him to make him slim, make it slim S. We could use the 3D cursor as an anchor point. Let's just make sure that that's definitely in the middle. Just squeeze it. Okay, so you see that? Like, just brought it in, look a little more human. Don't look so wide. Bring it in a little bit more. Right. Okay, so that's looking pretty alright so far. Let's bring in the bottom of the jaw. Let's go to the side view here. Select that. So I'm gonna do from the bottom of the jaw. It should be a little slimmer. Like that, jaw onto the bottom of the nose. Let's see if we can get that looking slim. I'm gonna scale that like so. Alright, so that's looking a little bit better. Scale it in just a little bit more. Okay. Right, a little more, it's a little exaggerated, but we'll fix that in time. Let's go into shaded mode here. Let's just take a look at what we have done. So it's starting to look a little more human-like, less monster-like. Let's grab this X. Let's bring the eyeball over here. Okay. So at this point, if you want, you could turn on subsurface. Well, let's make sure everything is nice and squared away first before we do anything else. I'm gonna scale X 0. Okay, so that looks pretty alright. Okay guys, let's bring the eyes. Let's duplicate those eyes. Let's mirror it. Generate. Oh, excuse me. Add modifier, generate mirror. Okay. Okay, so there's a lot still needs to happen, right? So this guy has to look more closer to the character than not. Another thing we could do is to probably scale the mouth in a little bit, because his mouth here is a little bit smaller than this guy's mouth. So we could go ahead and select that. Let's do the just the lip area. Like so. Let's make sure we need that selected. Alright, I'm gonna scale that in, scale X. Okay. Yeah, and this whole thing needs to fix, right? So like the depth of it and everything is wrong. Oh, I'm gonna go here, bounding box, scale X. Excuse me. Deselect that. Yeah, I just kind of brought that in a bit. Then I'm gonna go to the side view, bring the mouth out a bit. All right, this whole thing needs to be adjusted. And it's nowhere near adjusted. We're just kind of filling in for now. Okay. All right, there's a whole thing that needs to happen like this. Something like that. Deselect that. Plumb that up. Okay guys, so I just did just a basic something. This is definitely not like me trying to get the lips perfect or anything. I'm just trying to kind of stop him from looking like some kind of mask or something. All right, that's all I'm doing here. All right, so just kind of give it a little something. Right? I mean, this still needs like tons of adjustments. And like the nose and everything, we will probably do separate, do the eyes separate. Yep, gonna continue with this. Come on. The ears, we'll detach and do that separate. Let's go back into the eye here. Okay, let's do this. Let's select okay, we'll separate the ear out and do the ear. But let's just drop a subdivision on this. Okay, so this is a subdivision surface on it. Right, which is really good for like getting the shapes of things. Right, and you could do this. You could have the subdivision surface hold on to the mesh. But this is I think we still need to do some edge loops, and then we'll definitely get into working this way. with the subdivision surface. Okay guys, that's all I have for today. We'll come back and we'll continue trucking with this guy. Keep on trucking. Let's just grab. I'm just gonna bring him up to par here. Let's just do all that. Okay. Alright, so we got our base kind of dummy guy. Now this thing here, you could take once we get all the loops and everything working, right? And you could find a mod like this online. I just wanted to do one on my own so I could get into the groove of, I could warm up. I'm basically warming up towards work. I'm warming up to working on you know, on this character right here, Makonnen. Right? Doesn't look like him right now, you know, but basically with the subdivision modifier, you know, we're gonna start getting towards this, you know, and working with it like this too has its own benefits, because you could like pull that out and actually see what's going on. You could tell this part here. Let's see. You could do something like this. You could tell this part here to not view any of that, so you could actually see what's going on with the subdivision surface modifier. Like you can pull the brow out, you know, things that you can't really do with just like a low poly representation. You can actually see how the surface is curved, and it's kind of like, you know, you have this kind of cartoon version that's happening before you do the finals. You see, like I already could tell like maybe this needs to be up higher, probably something like this. Yeah, it needs to be out more. Just bring it in, probably something like that. Right. You could even bring it down lower. So like what that's doing right there, you could go ahead and you could adjust that. Adjust this one too. Grab these, scale X 0. Let's move that like so. Right. And of course, if you want, you could turn that off for now and just view what it does in the thing you see, and it actually does pretty good. So we're gonna be using subsurface along the way. Just have a few of these loop cuts to fix. Okay guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna see where we go next. I think I might just kind of jump into the air there for a minute. All right. We're looking to get this muzzle shape also. And the muzzle, I mean, is like the nose, the mouth, chin area. This also shows some edge flow happening here. Alright, we could duck this. This needs to duck back like that. I mean, there's a lot that could happen here. Right, the nose needs work, of course. So I want to shout out Mystical Raven. Yeah, I want to shout out Raven. She's my wife, and she encouraged me to come on and say, you know what, Nick, you should stream. You know, there's people that look out, they appreciate what you're doing. You know, I really felt tired today, guys, and you know, I was wondering if to even stream or not, and I was encouraged to stream, and I'm glad I did, because this stuff is fun, and it's fun doing it with you guys. You know, everyone that lurks, everyone that watches me after the fact, and even better, those who actually come into the chat and try to brighten up my day and let me know what's going on with them. Primarily, I'm talking about Mason and King Demuley. And even Spencer, and I noticed Spencer Magnuson comes on once in a while. So I really do appreciate all that. And all of you who used to watch me and used to come on in the past and chat with me, I really do appreciate it. Don't be a stranger. Come in, say hello. Right, we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue with this. It's not the end. This is the end. Dun dun dun, beautiful friend. The end. I'm gonna give him some of that. But this stuff sometimes is the tiniest of tweaks, guys. The tiniest of tiniest tweaks is what could like make or break some of this stuff. You wouldn't believe. I guess at this smaller resolution, like certain things infer other things, you know. So I think I'll try to, we'll come back, we'll focus on more the topology here, and maybe we'll do the air tomorrow. But we got it a ways from that little blank area to something like this. Save again. And of course with the, once you turn the subsurface on, this is what we're getting. Right, we're getting something that that's gonna get close to this guy. Let's put this back. Right, the mouth needs to come in some more. There's a ton of stuff that needs to happen here. I'm gonna change also when you're doing this kind of anytime you're doing faces and heads in Blender, what I realized, you have to go into the view, and you probably want some like 60 or 70 millimeter, I think. Yep. So it's not as it's a little flatter, and it wouldn't like skew the way that the person looks. I think I normally go with like 60. 55 is great. 60 to 70 I think is good. It's like a portrait, kind of portrait thing. Let's go 70 on here. There's not much like kind of fisheye lensy type stuff. Okay, you need a stronger jaw. The jaw needs a little more jaw tilt. Jaw needs to come up a little bit more. Save this. Let's do shade smooth. Shade smooth. Turn that off. I almost don't like shade smooth for you know, it's like another layer of polish that I don't like while I'm modeling. I rather just see something faceted and try to get it there. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's all good. McConan. Let's close his mouth up. Bring this a little closer. Let's keep this flat shaded. Thin cavity off. Yep, we don't want any polish on this. Alright guys, so this is where we're going with it. Can we throw a matte cap on here? Like, what is a blue? Do we have a dull blue matte cap, guys? No, not like that one. Okay, this one. Ooh, that's really dark. You got all the skin shader ones. I don't know if you guys can remember at the beginning of this year, I was like, you know, we're gonna have Christmas all year this year on the Exosonic show. Alright guys, I think this might be it for now. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Take it easy and God bless. Okay, have a good night, everyone. Take it easy.